One. Ladies and gentlemen, the long-awaited, highly anticipated return of the man about town, R. Stan Anderson, ladies and gentlemen.
Love me some whales. Love me some whales.
Man, I'm telling you, we are of a remote location. We're riding with Stan in the back roads of Wisconsin. The man's got a banquet table full of what to do, how to do it, will you do it, and he is able to squeeze in whale certified for a little bit. And I mean, we appreciate the guy almighty. Oh man, thank you, Stan.
Absolutely. I'm passing Tarrant Road and the Wabinski Farm, and there's cows on my left and there's corn on my right. And get a little bit of visual as I navigate these one-lane roads on my way, hopefully, to 43 to get down to training. So
Wow.
It's all good.
Yeah, and the story goes is that your Mondays start off good because I think the Bears had a good game the other day.
Oh boy, did they ever? 7-3. They're rolling. They're rolling, Coach. It's hard to say this, but they could be a top 5 team in the NFL right now. And I didn't know if in my lifetime I'd say that again. So I'm pretty happy with what's happening.
Well, I tell you, when it comes to putting it on, Stan Anderson and his cream cheese is unbelievable. But he doesn't dish it out just to dish it out. I mean, you got to earn it, and
Exactly.
yeah, and that's why that when you go up there for the Camp Shutout, that's what it means. So you go to camp and you shut out for the rest of the season.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, and
That's right.
and all the goalkeepers, GKs that go up there, they all learn how to compete in their way, and they become better citizens for it. So hats off to you.
That is true. In fact, I just left Jayla Moore. I just left her signing day in McFarland, Wisconsin. She was our number 1 female in camp this year. She is a fantastic talent. On her way to UWM, the Panthers. I coached there between 96 through 05, and they have got themselves one hell of a goalkeeper going to UWM. So I'm fortunate to be able to drive up there today. Now driving home, it's all good. We got whales in between. What a day. What a day.
Right on. And I'm the same whale, so if we go dead, it's because my battery ran out. I got the hamsters and the going through I'm getting new stuff. Santa Claus is bringing some new stuff, podcast equipment for me. So bear in mind I didn't cut you off. It's just my battery ran out. All right.
That's all right. God bless Santa.
Okay. Yes. So when you were mentioning, and that's what I look for, in the side of my eyes and straight ahead, and if they're behind me, I'll turn around. But the presence of the GK, it just doesn't happen that he or she woke up like that. I mean, they have a presence that is far and wide. And I just want to know, Stan, am I kind of goofy, or have you felt those goosebumps from yourself and from others that you have seen?
Yeah, you broke up a little bit there, but from the presence perspective, that is going to, your voice is going to open eyes, and it's supposed to be that it's going to open ears, but the reality is if you have a presence level, if you are a boss, if you change your inflection, if you command your area, not only will you face less shots, less goals. You give up less goals, you get more opportunities, and you advance in the game. I mean, it's not rocket science here.
No truer words were spoken. I've been inundated with it. Simple. For the last week, every day, all throughout the day, the simplicity of the game and being simple. Not simple-minded, but that's the hardest thing you can do is play simple soccer.
Yeah. It's an easy game made difficult by humans. And I know we've all heard that quote before, but it's true. We make the game so hard. And goddamn, man, the coaches too.
Oh, yeah, man.
They gotta be tactical this and tactical genius this. I gotta have this license and yada yada. At the end of the day, you gotta have a plan, of course. But you gotta have talent. You gotta have people that are gonna want to do the work. They want to play for somebody, not just some guy that read a book or did his genius homework for the B license. You know, any of that shit. At the end of the day, you need the people that are going to want to absolutely do the job because they love you or respect you. It can be one or the other, but it can't be neither.
And that is well certified, baby. That's well certified, baby. That's why you're well certified, Stan.
I love it. I love it. I love being well certified.
Oh, yeah, man, because it means something, you know?
Exactly.
It may not mean somebody that don't know nothing, but you know something, and you say, hey, I'm somebody because I'm well certified.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. I saw a picture today. I tried to send it to you about a Mike Winters.
Okay, Mike Winters.
Yeah, in the 70s, late 60s, from the Chicago or Milwaukee area.
Boy, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
If I'm driving. Let me see if I can.
Yeah.
If I pull up the picture, just a second.
This cat was the, what do we call it, Shep Maya? He was the Shep Maya of Chicago, Milwaukee, and St. Louis. The guy was, the youth national team goalkeeper and did this and did that. But he played for the St. Louis Stars, and he had such a magnificent presence that he brought a different type of game to the position. And
Fantastic.
it took notice. You had to take notice of the cat.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up the link that maybe it was under, and I'm getting told that I got to log in and blah blah blah. So
Yeah, right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But under full disclosure, ladies and gentlemen, the two guys that really have helped me over these past years about the education of the goalkeeper, of the GK, Stan Anderson and his buddy Mark Linton, Hall of Fame. Yeah. Yeah, man. Hall of Famers, up in the Wisconsin area and this and that. And they played ball together.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, man.
It's great to have somebody in the GK Union as a teammate that, 30, 40 years later, you end up still having massive respect for, massive love for. You didn't end up hating each other. You ended up loving each other. So it was great, and we stay in touch to this day. I've seen him recently. We were at an alumni event at Parkside together. The guy's coached all over the world. Been so successful. I love the guy. I absolutely love the guy.
Yeah.
And I respect the guy.
Oh, absolutely. To respect him is to love him. To love him is to respect him. He's the all-around guy. You get the full Mark Linton, or you don't get nothing at all.
Exactly. Very, very true. I hope he listens. I hope he listens to this because the flowers are going his way.
Nice. Is that a European talk about got championships with the flowers mentioning?
I don't know. I think it's what the young kids are saying these days. So I'm going to jump on that train.
Oh, is that right? Oh, baby, I tell you, I'm an old man up here. I never heard that now. Okay. Yeah, all right. But the story goes is that everybody else has got this or that going on. And USA national soccer team, I guess nothing is better than something, but it ain't ringing no bell to me.
One of the better things I heard from Pochettino was that you need to love England, you need to love Argentina, or in those countries, these people do. They love the country and the flag on the shirt before they love Reina or Pulisic or Robinson or Freeze or Turner or any of them. And, he may have a solid point there. The guy has coached a lot of great players in a lot of lovely places. So I give him a lot of credit there. I don't know that we are in a really good place heading into the World Cup, the upcoming summer of soccer, but at the end of the day, I do believe that he's right when he says that in particular. With all that said, I don't know that we are, in fact, I'm losing faith that we're a footballing nation. There are too many people, and as I'm finding out, whether it be through social media or otherwise, it doesn't matter, just passion levels, just testing the waters and seeing what people think. There's not enough people that love, that absolutely live and breathe football in this country, and it's really starting to, frankly, piss me off.
Man, I'm telling you, it should be you and I. You and I will have Linton on speed dial. But you got a point there. I'm a friend of a soccer guy that is not. He doesn't suffer fools, and he lets me bum around because he likes what I have to say.
Yes. I'm sick of seeing. Unfortunately, and part of this is U.S. Soccer's fault, not fandom fault, not people's fault. But at the end of the day, turning on the TV or streaming, wherever you can find a game, and seeing half-empty stadiums and frankly some lackluster performances. I'm hopeful that when it's right, it'll be great, that we will perform in the World Cup. But again, Wells, you and I are old enough to remember going against Germany and losing in the round of 8.
Right on.
While it doesn't mean that we need to be in the round of 8 every time, what it does mean is that we shouldn't be regressing to getting our ass handed to us in the round of 16.
By a country we hardly know.
Right. I mean, it's getting to a point where it's bumming me out. But with all that being said, I have hope and faith. I just don't have hope and faith in the people running the federation. I don't have faith there. And when it all comes down to it, they're the ones making the decisions. So I'm not Baston or Watson or whatever his name is running the federation from England. When everyone else had to live in Chicago, now everyone else probably has to live in Atlanta. and I don't have the faith that they're making the right decisions to put us in the best position to be successful. And I've been around and I've coached goalkeepers of recent right now that are in the U.S. national team or in the Croatian national team. So I'm familiar with the talent level and what's needed.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm hoping on a wing and a prayer that, oh, call me, look at me, see if I have goalkeepers. We fucking have goalkeepers that are good enough. It's a matter of, are we selecting the right players, goalkeepers, staff, everybody? I hope Pochettino's the guy. I do.
Yeah.
I hope and pray.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I'm a homer, guarantee, red, white, and blue. But about those, we took Brazil to everything they had.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely we did. Do that again with many countries. And, there's a kid playing for our 19s. His name's Kane Razvanovich. And frankly, when he's put on the USA kit, he drew with Belgium, but he's produced results. Now, obviously, it's the whole team. It's not just him. But goalkeepers get credit for the wins. Beaten Germany, beaten Argentina, beaten Portugal, beaten Peru. I mean, those are pretty good results. Now, we do well at the 17s, 19s, maybe Olympic age 23s, but it's not translating all the time to our first team. And I hope that we get past this bullshit that MLS players aren't good enough, because frankly, our European players haven't shown to be good enough. So that's why I like that Pochettino's saying, screw it, I'll take whoever it is I want to take. It doesn't have to be European-based players.
Right on. Right on. And I have this way about, you've been in the laboratory, huh? Is that the situation is a goalkeeper, he or she, it's just around the teenage time, and they say, listen, that's success out there at Camp Shutout. If I go up there and I become an apprentice under those guys and gals, I got a damn good chance of making it that where I want to be able to say, no, I'll play for you, or to have either college or professional pathways. Is that a possibility by learning just the simple basics of goalkeeping?
Well, I think so. I certainly know that we get some really, really good goalkeepers that come up to camp. I also know that there are really, really good goalkeepers that go elsewhere, and God love them. So at the end of the day, I'm a firm believer in what we do. I'm a firm believer in our network. I'm a firm believer in the fact that we don't try to physically beat up the goalkeeper with 100% technical work for 5 days. We try to splice it with a good time, splice it with rest, and splice it with proper recovery, these type of things. But at the end of the day, I do believe that we can flip a switch with many good goalkeepers. That, some of them are beaten down a little bit, or they're coming in because they want to get the obvious training, yes, but their coach is really beating them down, taking a shot at the goalkeeper, him or her, too much blame, etc. And what we do, I know what we do is we pick that goalkeeper up a little bit. It's not because we just pat him on the bum and say, hey, it's going to be okay, but we just kind of open their eyes a little bit as to what feedback should look like, and then go from there. And that for them gives them a little bit of confidence that if what they're hearing is wrong, they're able to to say, this is wrong. And if what they're hearing is right, they can go, you know what, this is right. So that's a little bit of maturity, I think, that we hopefully bring into them a little bit.
And that's why you're well certified, Stan, because you're flipping that switch, man. You're slipping that switch, flipping that switch to one goalkeeper at a time.
Exactly.
Yeah, baby.
Exactly.
That's magnificent. I got goosebumps just thinking about it. I may go for the over. I may go for the over 60 national team.
There you go. We'll get a 1v1. You and I.
Yeah.
Good old goalkeeper war style.
Yeah, baby. Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Winner gets Mark Litt. Love it.
Well, wrapping it up, I gotta ask you. You're connected. Everybody, Tom, Dick, and Harry and Jane talking portal this, portal that. It's in the portal. That's the whole story. And you remember that I remember when they talked about expansion. It's going to kill baseball. It's going to kill football. The expansion portal. 4,000, I think the number was.
Wow.
And, they're going to have to expand down to like a D4 or 5 if they think that's too.
Exactly. And on the women's side, there's so many more opportunities than on the men's side. And, youngsters need to realize that they are no longer the first sought-after age. The portal in Europe is, and then they'll look at the high school kid. On the women's side, that's probably still portal, then high school, maybe then Europe, because of our position in the world. But at the end of the day, there's too many kids in the portal, too many kids thinking that the grass is going to be greener on the other side. But the reality is that when you look at teams, because of how well we collectively, goalkeeper coaches, people that love the position, have done in training kids, you've got number 2s and number 3s at places that are good enough to play elsewhere. And so when it comes to that, I like it. Michelle Dalton and I spoke about that earlier today. I like that there ends up being a good opportunity. And there's some good kids that are in the portal right now, and I'm getting calls about them. And I'm hopeful that they end up in good places. But the reality is years ago, you had to go in and sit down, end of season meeting, see where things stood. You found out that you weren't really, in the greatest of plans going forward. That's when you had to ask for your release, and then you could go talk to other teams. There was no mystical portal, and now at least there is that. So there's a little bit of a positive as it relates to a streamlined approach. But how they do it, most players go to the portal and die. They don't recover out of the portal. The kids that think that they have, every chance to play Division I soccer with no film, to transfer to a Power 4 program because they think it's better, when they find out that Vermont and Bryant and Princeton and High Point and Denver, and I could go on, are the powerhouses of college soccer. Obviously, Indiana and UCLA are great, but there's a new day and age for these Western Michigan, for these new teams that are running college soccer right now. And some of these kids that go in the portal, they don't even know. They don't even have an idea. So while it's a good thing, it's a dangerous thing, man. It's a dangerous thing because, again, most people go there to die.
Well, here we go. You're going to bring us back to life. He lives. Is that Stan? We got a custom here, well certified, to say, hey, Stan, whatever you want to say to who you ever want to say it to for as long as you want to say it for. This is your time.
Love it, love it. My message would be to the goalkeepers entering out of the youth game, high school club, and the goalkeepers that are currently in the college game that are looking to move. Really, really do some self-reflection, evaluation. Do you really want to move? Is this going to be the right thing for you? And obviously for the youngsters, you know, you want the next level. Is this school or that school the right school? You know, that's massively important. We've got kids this year, just off the top of my head, going to SLU and Penn State and UWM, and I'm going to another event on Wednesday, Citadel, Minnesota Moorhead, on and on. And I hope and pray that these are all youngsters, that it all works out for all them. At the end of the day, if it doesn't, put some reflection into how can I make it work? You went there for a reason. Rediscover that reason and try to make it work. And if it doesn't, fair enough. That's what the portal's for. Okay, and there's many good success stories as well. But remember, that not everybody ends up in a great situation when they go in the portal.
Well, Stan, you hit it out of the ballpark. You won the World Series. I hope you with the Super Bowl. I hope you bring the Bears to the Super Bowl, baby.
There you go.
And thank you for a ride with the Stan. It was a pleasure, bro.
Thanks for having me on. I love being Wales certified. Love doing this with you. So thanks for having me on.
All right, I'll be reaching out back at you. And if I don't, happy Thanksgiving to you and your lovely missus and family.
Thank you, boss. I appreciate that. Same to you.
All right, now. Bye-bye.